everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Andrea. Today I have kind of like a bonus video. I spent most of my day going through my makeup collection, like tidying up my makeup cabinet, and I figured let's declutter some stuff while we're at it. And I mean, this was by no means a cutthroat declutter, but I'm proud of the things that I'm letting go of, and most of this stuff is actually things that I think I can pass on through Project Beauty Share. There's only like a handful of things that have actually gone bad, so I'll go through those first, and then I'll show you everything else that is going to be leaving my collection. First thing I'm getting rid of is this ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in the shade Mittens. As you can see, it is a total crumbly mess. It was cracked in several pieces. I tried putting Duraline in it because that had worked with all of my other Super Shocks that were dried out, and this just shattered everywhere, and I don't want to deal with it, so I'm throwing that in the garbage. Then I have this very old Sonia Kashuk Dramatically Defining Longwear Gel Liner in the shade Cocoa. It is super dried out. I did actually use quite a bit of this, but it's bad. It's not good anymore, so I'm going to throw this away. And the rest of the declutters that are going in the trash are all lip products. First is this Copacetic Cosmetics liquid lipstick in the shade Bread Pudding. There's nothing wrong with this lipstick. It's just the color is not right for me, and I can't pass it on because I have used it. And since it's such a small one, I'm just going to toss it. I have this Lip Love gloss. I don't know what. I got this through a Kinder beauty box. This is disgusting. Like, I've never used it, which shame on me. But I was going through my products and pulling all the wands out. This is chunky. Like, it doesn't even really smell bad, but I like swatched it on my hand and there were just like chunks. So throwing that away. This e.l.f. crayon, like lip crayon thing, lipstick. I don't know. This is in the shade Mulberry Maven. This is, well, first, when I opened the cap, it was stuck to the cap, but it's just broken and dried out, so I never use it anyway. Obviously, otherwise it probably wouldn't look like that. But that is going away, and then I have two of these Color Quench lip tints from Pacifica, one in the shade Blood Orange and one in the shade Sugared Fig, and these are just really dried out. Like, they do have color to them if they're new and good, and these are, I rubbed it on my hand and like nothing was coming off. It was super hard and like a hard waxy, not like a really soft waxy. They're not good anymore, so these are all going in the trash. So then while I was reorganizing things and cleaning my makeup area up, I have a decent amount of lip products that I've never opened, and while I don't have as many lip products as some, I have enough to where I don't need to be keeping unopened, unused lip products around that are probably never going to get used, so I want to pass them on. First, this isn't exciting. This is just a lip balm. I'm not a huge lip balm person. I do like the Too Faced ones, but like balms like that are just not my thing. I have this matte metallic lipstick or liquid lipstick from Ulta Beauty. I don't typically like metallic lips, and it's unopened, so I'm going to pass it on. This is a Patent Shine liquid lipstick from Ulta Beauty. I think a lot of these unopened Ulta Beauty ones were things that were free gift with purchases, not something that I picked out for myself. This is a Revolution lipstick in the shade No Perfection Yet, which, while not like a bad shade, I mean, I actually had two of these lipsticks unopened. I kept the other one because it was more of my like brownie, reddy, orangey, kind of brickish color that I really like a lot. But this is very like reddish purpley, which isn't always my absolute favorite. So that's why I decided to give that one up. I have this Revolution lip gloss in the shade Boudoir. I panned one of these in my 20 favorites in 2020, and I did really like it. But I believe this was some kind of free gift with purchase from Ulta. This product is discontinued. I'm not quite sure. I mean, it's old, but it's never been opened, so hopefully it's okay to send to Project Beauty Share, but it's never going to get used in my collection, so if they don't want it, they can throw it away, I guess. This is an Ulta Beauty lipstick in the shade, can I read it? No. In the shade Barely There. It's a very kind of like light peachy brownie nude. This is not a shade that I will ever want to wear, so I'm going to get rid of that one. I have two NYX products. I have this soft matte lip cream in the shade Cairo, which again, this is like a shade that I'm never going to wear. It's just that perfect tone that makes me look really weird. If I would try to wear it, like I haven't tried it obviously because it's still in its packaging, but I know it would not look good on me. And then there's this butter gloss in the shade Apple Strudel. And while I do actually like this shade, it's unopened. I believe I have 6 opened butter glosses, and I'm not going to get to this, so I'm going to give that one away. Then I have this Ulta Beauty Velvet Matte Lip Crayon in apparently no shade. It looks like a brownish purpley color. I'm sure it's fine. Ulta Beauty lip products are pretty good, but I'm just not going to wear it. I have this Juvia's Place, I think this is a lip gloss, but I'm not positive. It's metallic in the shade Yoko, and it's like a really dark chocolate brown. I'm not going to wear that. This Ulta Beauty Jelly Gloss Lip Gel. I have enough glosses. I really don't need that. And then this Shiny Sheer Lip Gloss, which looks almost identical to that last gloss I just showed you, which I also, like these look, they're very like peachy, clear with kind of shimmery particles in them. I have other lip glosses that are open that look exactly like this. I don't need these. So those are all the lip products that I decided I'm going to give away. Then I have another one of these New York Color Brush on Brow kits that is untouched. So I really don't want to use this. I can just use brown eyeshadow. So I'm going to give this away. I have a couple of eyeshadows. I have 2 loose eyeshadows. One is from Notoriously Morbid, and it is the shade name is called The Mark of Cain, and it looks like a really pretty shade. It's just it's sealed, and I don't use loose eyeshadow hardly ever. So why would I keep it if someone else can get some use out of it? And then this is from Medusa's Makeup. It is their Eye Dust in the shade Pennywise. I got this from A Kinder Beauty Box as well. It's not, like the cap isn't sealed on, but the protective cover, I have never taken it off. I've never used this even once. So that, like, a lot of my other loose eyeshadows, I might have considered giving away, but because they either weren't sealed like this one with the plastic around it, or they didn't have the pull tab cover on the sifter part, I didn't feel comfortable sending those off. So those are the 2 that I'm going to send. And then I have this Pacifica Island Life Quint. I had this decluttered for a really long time, and I never ever sent any of the palettes that I previously decluttered off to Project Beauty Share, and we're talking like 3 years ago at this point. And then I brought it back into my collection. And then, so I don't know, should I just toss this? I mean, I have swatched it. That's why I brought it back into my collection, because the shadows work fine. They've barely been touched. So just because it's old doesn't mean it's doesn't still have life in it. So unless a lot of people in the comments are like, don't send that, I will toss it then, but otherwise I'll just keep it out to give away. I have one Ulta Beauty eyeliner pencil in blackout. I have another one of these that is dual-ended that has this shade, and I also really like their gel eyeliner. So since this one is still sealed in plastic, I figured I would send that along. Again, this is something that I got as a free gift with purchase, and I'm sure it is lovely, but I've never opened it, so I figured I've had it for at least a year, and if I haven't opened it now, like, let somebody else get some use out of it. So it is this NYX Sweet Cheeks Soft Cheek Tint Blush Mousse. This is the shade Baby Doll. I mean, going by the packaging, it looks like it's going to be a very pretty shade, but I'm swimming, well, not literally, but I have enough liquid and cream and regular blushes to last me several lifetimes, so I don't need this, especially if it's not opened. I have a Rimmel Stay Matte long-lasting powder that is still sealed. I don't know if you can see, it's still sealed. I bought this obviously before I went cruelty-free, and then I proceeded to never use it, and since it is unopened, I want to send it off. The rest... Then I have two foundations that I'm going to send, and it's not that I don't, well, I can't. And for this BH Cosmetics Liquid Foundation Naturally Flawless, I have the shade Rosy Beige. It's not that I don't like this foundation, because this is actually a second bottle, but I have never used it. And since it's brand new, and besides these two foundations that I am sending off, I've opened every other foundation that I have, so I don't want to send something that's open. So I'm going to send this one along, and then this one, which does still have like the plastic seal on it. This is the Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation. I was very curious to try this, but the full coverage part, I'm not really looking for super full coverage. That's just not my style of makeup, and since this is unopened, hopefully someone else can get some use out of it, but I don't need it. And then the rest of these there's one cream product, but the rest are powder. This is a Revolution Strobe highlighter in the shade Moonglow Lights. This is not the style of highlighter that I prefer. Why can I not open this? I honestly don't know if it was like more of a bouncy texture. It looks kind of like a brain. It looks really weird, honestly, but it's just, it's like a matte highlighter. I don't even know how to explain it. My hand is just like, but I like something with a lot more oomph to it, so I just want to get rid of that. These next two are, again, Ulta Beauty gift with purchase kind of things where, you buy like $20 worth of Ulta products and you get a free bag full of crap nobody wants. Which I feel bad saying that because I'm like going to ship it to a place, but maybe somebody wants it. I don't know. I don't want it. This is just like a little face quad. It's got a bronzer, 2 blushes, and a highlighter. I may have swatched these a couple times, but I have never used them on my face. And then this is a little duo of just a blush and a bronzer, which again, I may have swatched them once, but I never used them on my face. This I've used a couple times. This is something I got in Ipsy. It's from City Color. It's a contour palette. The contours are okay. Again, I'm not sure like, I don't know how much use is okay because the highlight, oh, maybe I shouldn't send it. This highlighter is looking really weird. It's like very bumpy. I don't know if you can, I don't know if it's picking up, but it's like, it's got like bumps. But this highlighter, I might just throw it away, it's a white powder. It's not, that's not a highlighter. What is that? So, you know what? Actually, I think I'm just going to throw this one away because it's super old. And, like, the bronzers are okay. And I feel bad throwing the bronzers away when they're okay, but I'm never going to use this. I know I'm not going to use this. And that highlighter just sucks ass. So, we're just going to toss that. Nobody should be using that. And then this is another City Color item. Again, something I got from Ipsy. It's a Glow Duo with a cream and powder highlighter. It's not sealed, but I think, I mean, you can tell, like, I've never even swatched it because I never was interested. So I'm going to pass that along. And then I have, this is something that I actually do like. This is, what I don't like is this doesn't have anything on it except for the Revolution name. This is like one of their highlighting quads. And I actually really like the textures on these. These are very metallic. But I should have been prepared. Hold on a second. So as I was saying, I like the textures on these, but there's 4 shades. And I also have this Revolution Pro HD Amplified palette, which has more shades, but the pans are smaller. And there are pretty much dupes for every single highlighter in here. So for, oh my gosh, this thing is just so gigantic. Maybe if I hold it like this. So for this white one right here, I get almost the exact same effect from this shade Pearl. This one is a little more golden because it has that golden marbling running through it, but I mean, they're so similar. You put them on your cheeks, you're not going to be able to tell. Then for this, like, kind of goldeny shade right here, actually this shade Rich, which looks a little bit yellow, and this shade Call, I did swatch all of these out earlier when I was deciding what to do. I mean, this one is pretty much an exact dupe, and this one is, again, very similar to where I think if you're wearing it on your face, it's going to look the same. Then we have this more like light pinky champagne-y color. And that one was the only one where I didn't find something that was like exactly, but I think this shade O is probably the closest for that one. The other ones that I thought were similar were a little too like pinky purple, but again, I mean, it doesn't matter that much. And then this very last, like, kind of like darker rosy shade, this shade down here, Sweet, I mean, they're like the same. They even may be the same. I have no idea because there is nothing on this to tell you what any of this stuff is. But while I do like the textures of these more, these pans are gigantic. I mean, these pans are big enough, but these pans are gigantic, and I'm never ever gonna use it enough to hit pan. So for now, I may end up decluttering this at a later. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna declutter this as well. I'm gonna send this to Project Beauty Share. I don't know why I thought I needed something like this, but it's just, I'm never ever gonna hit pan on any of these. I know I'm not, so I'm gonna get rid of this. So that was a little unexpected at the end there, but so what do I have? I've got 5 like duo or palette-y type things, 1 highlighter, 1 powder, 1 liquid blush, a small eyeshadow palette, on top of all the stuff that I'm already decluttering that I'm not, I mean, you saw the Nomad palette already, and the other eyeshadow palettes I'm getting rid of. I have had them out of my collection for a long time, so I'm not going to show you those. but I have 2 foundations, 2 loose eyeshadows, an eyeliner, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 different lip products. So I think this was a very successful declutter for me. Decluttering is really hard for me because I hate thinking that I'm being wasteful, but it's if I can send stuff along to other people who may actually be able to use it, then that's not wasteful. What is wasteful is being so afraid of decluttering that I just leave stuff in my collection for years and years and years and then throw them away because they've gone bad. So it was very impromptu, like spontaneous, I'm going to declutter stuff today kind of a thing, but I'm happy with what I've managed to cull from the herd, so to speak. So that is it for me today. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you've done any decluttering recently and if you have any decluttering videos, because while I don't necessarily declutter much or often, I do like watching decluttering videos, mostly just to see what other people have. So that is it for today. I hope you're staying safe and sane and healthy, having a wonderful day or night wherever you are, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.